guess we head to the joke shop. Weaseling.
Maybe not all of us.
I can go incognito. Matteo grabs a hoodie from the back of Joan and throws it on. Throws on some shades.
Might be wise to take some with you. Ubik,
I'm not saying.
I'm not saying go alone. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I think we should all be there, even if some of us are outside the shop. If this is the potential headquarters or entryway for them.
Dallas will set up
If
on the same street, not across the street, but outside the shop. He's going to pretend to be window shopping in another shop.
I find the manhole cover in closest to the shop and make sure to park one of Joan's tires on it, which is like a weight.
That's a good idea.
That is a pretty good idea, actually.
Are there any storm drains on the side of the road?
Oh my god.
Any red balloons popping out?
Nothing
No
you
fun
see.
down here, Georgie.
Ooh. It doesn't seem like there's anything going on at the joke shop.
Childhood
no
trauma unlocked.
There's no customers at the time, and looking in, you just see just a small old man behind a counter.
Hey
Is
Dallas,
the old man a clown?
Nah.
Dallas, why don't you go in there and tell him that you're looking to join in the fun?
I was actually thinking the same.
Of all of us, you're the biggest fucking clown I know, so I'm just saying, you've got the best in.
I think I might have the best social skills, but I don't know if my appearance would actually be conducive to wanting to join the Bozos.
So Dallas's persuasion is terrible. I think he's gonna realize I ain't having fun time. I ain't opposed to
Maybe
giving
that's the kind they're looking.
You do visibly have a stick up your ass, yeah?
Yes, that's a good representation of Dallas. Dallas will stroll in there and kind of look around and say, howdy there, partner. Seems kind of slow today. This ain't the usual, I hope. I just moved into the area and was hoping to frequent this place, get something from my nephew from time to time.
So, does your nephew like jokes, or is he more into magic tricks? He like close up? It's into illusions?
Coin magic.
Kinds of stuff.
I was actually hoping I could find something to teach him Demise's dream. A coin trick, you heard of it?
It's been a while since I heard that about that trick. Would you happen to know it? And he kind of hands you a silver dollar.
Does Dallas know
It's a
Miser's
test.
dream? Devin kind of knows it. I couldn't perform it, but
Is this where you pull it out of their ear?
Miser's dream is a routine, and I may have the wrong name for it, so if you Google it and find the actual name, please correct me. It's one of the coin routines where you seemingly produce several coins from one coin. It's one of the... Sorry, actually, Devin is a stage magic nerd. I know a decent amount. Some about
Bozo.
historical card tricks and magic tricks and things like that. Miser's Dream's a very popular coin routine. I'm not going to pretend to remember how the whole thing goes.
Ubik is more of a 3-card Monty kind of hustler.
I know that trick too. I know how to do that too.
As do I.
Yeah, never play cards with Dallas. Fucking cheats.
My favorite one is the card mechanicking, they call it. The palming and the double dealing and all that fun stuff. Do I need to make a roll for Dallas? Does Dallas know the Miser's Dream?
I'm looking through this.
I grew up
See
playing
here.
Russian roulette, but other than
Yeah.
that,
You used to have 5 siblings.
oh
I
gosh,
remember
what
what
a
specific
witch.
check to make you do it for this.
There's no sleight of hand, is there? That's probably what it would. Yeah.
God, there really should be.
There isn't performance either. Let's see here.
There's acting, which would kind of make sense, I guess.
Do a contortionist check.
Scroll through all of them, I guess.
I think
Why
that's
would it be a conceal, reveal, object, intelligence?
I was
That's
actually about to
great.
say that one. That one would make sense.
That does make sense. Because he's just doing that a couple of times over. Ooh, if he does it, he's not going to do it well. 12?
You're able to go through the routine, but the old man saw what you did.
You understand
Your hand
how
wasn't-
practice house.
Yeah, your hand wasn't very slight there, partner. But
Been a while.
I don't just sell to performers, obviously. He starts going through some books out back, like in the back, not in the back, but behind the counter. That go through coin magic and stuff like that. And he asks you if there's anything else that you need help with, or that you're interested in.
So while he's distracted, can I like kind of like sneak in and kind of poke around, maybe get into the back and poke around and see if there's anything suspicious?
Ooh, give me a stealth check.
Oh boy. See, let's hope I don't fall on my face. 14.
With a 14, you do get into the back office.
Yeah. Just looking for anything that might be Bozo indicative.
If you're going through specific things to look for information, give me a library check. But if you're just perusing around the room, give me a perception.
Yeah, I'm just perusing. I might, if he's got like cameras, I
Perusing
might.
for a bruising.
I gotta. Whoops, that was persuasion. My bad. 15 on my perception.
15 on your perception. Yeah, you do find some stuff relating to the Bozos. But it seems to be information that the Bozos regularly offer protection for this business, since they use it regularly as a hideout and a place to buy supplies.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Is there,
Going through back there, I would assume that you would just scroll through some video feeds and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. If there was a video feed, I could kind of, check that
Yeah.
out.
You kind of fast forward through the last couple days. I mean, it's pretty obvious to see when the Bozos pop up on screen.
Yeah, they stand out.
Yeah, right. There's a couple times that you do notice that Naomi was there with 2 other Bozos.
Oh.
Seems like they were buying whoopee cushions and squeaky hammers.
I'll patch into Dallas on the comms and say, ask him if there's any, tell him about, you heard about the Hilaria event, see if there's any other events he might know about coming up. I don't know.
I would
Might
chime
have
in,
any-
or like a magic club that one could join to further
yeah.
his coin skills. Like some sort of monthly book club or something, I don't know.
The clown club.
Sorry, I'm yelling at dogs. Man, I'm not. I was just gonna straight up ask about her.
I mean, you can. If he's in with the Bozos, I don't know if that'll send off any red flags. Hey,
Yeah.
some fuck was asking about you. Couldn't do a fucking coin trick. No talent hack. Don't let him in your club.
It's like all we did was watch YouTube videos.
You.
I hate you.
YouTube.
That's pretty good, honestly.
You do it pretty good.
Would he have like a calendar or something that I could find that kind of information on?
Yeah,
I
Roman.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
get
you
down,
don't
Roman.
You'd only really find information pertaining to his shop, though.
Oh.
Like delivery schedules, inventory, stuff like that.
Ask him,
Does he
Dallas.
have any suspicious deliveries coming up?
Not particularly.
Suspicious stuff.
I'm trying to be thorough here.
No, I appreciate it, but just
50 seems excessive.
it's
I
funny
mean,
he
like,
wrote
if
that
he
in
had,
his
like,
notes.
a-
Suspicious delivery. Huh? That's crazy.
Well, if he had like an arms coming in or something, weapons of some sort, that'd be a little weird for a clown shop.
Pick
Yeah,
me
no,
up a hand
quite.
buzzer while you're in there.
From what you can tell, it's just regular clown
Normal
shop.
business shit.
Normal
Okay.
joke shop, yeah.
I'll just
Maybe what would be suspicious would be the dollar amount. Get $100,
Very
$200,
fixer. If you-
but this one for 5,000.
Yeah, I guess I'll split then if he's not got anything cool back here.
When she's getting ready to make her way out, Dallas wants to purchase Bobo's. There's a book by someone called Bobo. I have it in my library about coin magic. So Dallas purchases that book. No shitting. Fun fact about
Nerd.
Fun fact about Devin. When we used to go on vacation, I would make it a point to go in a magic shop and buy a book. So I have a couple sitting in the library. He'll ask him
That's
after
actually
he
pretty cool.
after he buys a coin magic book. Hey, listen there. We actually, myself and a few friends, attended an event not so long ago called Hilaria 2077. You wouldn't happen to know where we could join another one of them parties, would you? It was an experience.
Kind of cocks his eyebrow at you at that statement. He'd be like, "Y'all don't seem like the kind of types that would be frequenting Hilaria."
We was first timers.
Certainly
Don't
not
want someone
sophisticated.
stealing my clown makeup.
Caught fever.
We were there for the rocker. 40 was showing. We're a big fan. I'm not there.
Never thought I'd
Gonna
see the
lean
day I
into the
met.
anarchy.
Never thought I'd see the day I met Bozo posers.
Whatever he wants to, whatever he wants to think.
Posers.
Dallas isn't gonna argue whatever he wants to think. As long as he.
But Hilaria is the most organized the Bozos ever are.
I see. How might I go about getting a hold of the less organized events?
Well, you see, and he'll go on to explain to you that the Bozos are more of like an umbrella term, really. Like there is a group of maniacal clowns, but there's several factions within the Bozo organization. These factions are called circuses.
Of course they are.
Of course, yeah.
So we know Naomi comes in and out. What?
And he would say like it would really depend on which circus you're trying to get a hold of.
What could you tell me about the local circus?
Well, the local circuses, we got the Circus of the Great Bozo himself, which are the standard Bozos that you guys know and love.
Okay.
And then he said like, I've overheard a lot of talk amongst the clowns that there's a new circus that just popped up recently, led by a man called Big Top. And there's been rumors that he's the one that is the mastermind behind Hilaria.
I see. Are there any that frequent the store? You know, that you could, point in my direction. Easier to get in with an in, right?
This is true. We get a bunch of Bozos around here. I wouldn't call any of them particular regulars.
Dallas doesn't know about your neck and nose, or he'd call him a liar.
But he seems to imply that he doesn't know any of them by fucking name.
I see.
There's the red one, the green one.
Well, but he's.
What about like another place they hang out? Place he could point you to?
I was about to say Dallas wants to slide him 400 eddies. He'll say,
Very generous.
yeah, he'll say, listen, House, I'm gonna go real goofy with this. He kind of leans in, listen, that clown shit really got my rocks off, and I would like to get back to the closest convention I can find. If you could be so inclined to point me to who I need to talk to.
My secondhand embarrassment is through the roof right now.
Good. To be clear, Devin hated every second of that lie, but it was fun. Where's my 80s?
I figure out what check to make for that.
I mean, for the record, Dallas is lying if it has to be deception. The clown stuff did not get his rocks off.
I think there is a deception.
But he
Oh,
gave him
but
400.
Devin, if you say it's just a little bit true, if there's just a grain of truth to that, you don't have to make that check.
Can make persuasion instead.
Yeah, let's do it with persuasion.
Okay.
There's not
Devin
really,
wants to fuck a clown.
there's not a deception one, but persuasion covers influencing others. So
My persuasion's plus 11. I rolled a 1. 9.
nine.
Yeah.
He kind of give you a look, and he'd say, "I don't really think the Bozos are those kind of clowns, partner."
Dallas tries to look disappointed. Probably doesn't.
However, I mean, I wish you luck on your endeavors.
I appreciate that. Appreciate it. Dallas will leave and convey everything he's heard over the comms. Damn.
Around this time, Mateo's phone is gonna start blowing the fuck up.
Oh no.
Just buzz, buzz, buzz.
Cliffhanger break?
Actually, let me give you 5 more seconds. When you look at your agent, Matheo, you see that somebody is texting you entire paragraphs, but they're texting it to you sentence by sentence.
Oh god.
Mm. Do I recognize the context? The
You
contact?
You open it up and are just bombarded by a block of words. And the first ones you notice is, "I heard you've been looking for me, motherfucker." From
Oh
an
no.
from an unknown number, and we're gonna take our break there. All right, welcome back. We dropped off with Matheo receiving a wall of text from a woman he spurned and is now a clown girl. All right, Matheo, how are you responding to this wall of angry text messages?
I think as I'm reading them, I pop in on comms like, fuck. Dallas, quit clowning around. We've got more new intel. And I'm just gonna start combing through it. You know, she seems obviously very pissed, but
Dallas hightails it out of there, back to the group. He throws the book on coin magic in the trash on his way out.
you say that to try to save face, but we know now, Devin. You showed this man a coin trip. Your whole party knows that you're fucking.
Now all of China knows you're here.
That's strong words coming from a guy who has a clown girl in his DMs right now.
To be fair, she was not a clown girl when my D was in her M, but
Yeah.
over that later.
Valiant effort.
That's a beautiful GIF, by the way. The little spinning. I love that.
From the man himself. Yeah. She's gonna ask you more or less in a lot of very colorful language and a lot of different emojis. She's gonna ask you why the fuck you're asking around about her and what you want.
Oh god.
And why she shouldn't just kill you and that little blonde bitch you've been going to therapy with.
Oh no! Oh no 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 no!
Clown emoji, fire emoji, devil emoji.
You alright? You alright there, House? You look a little panicked.
Fuck! It's the consequences of my own actions come back to haunt me, and
You should be used to that.
I will say, that blonde bitch was a client and nothing else. Fucking shit. I saw you at Hilaria, and I thought that you were dead. I needed to. Very distracted by chat. Oh god, I saw you at Hilaria, and I had believed you to be dead. I was trying to get in touch with Leon to find out. Given your rapid acknowledgement of this information, I suppose that he is with you?
While you say that, her tone kind of changes a little bit. She's just like, "You were at Hilaria? Why the fuck you were at Hilaria?"
We were hired
Completely-
to keep
Yeah, like completely ignoring everything else you said.
a complete.
She's just gonna be like, she's gonna bring up. She's gonna be like, some of the upper bozos have been trying to help, have been trying to contact the security crew that was there. These group of edgerunners.
Oh god.
Oh, we can't see any of this, right?
Now that you mentioned that,
I
Co-
love
you wouldn't happen to know who those guys were, would you?
There's a so like how in a lot of minivans they had like the TV screen that pops down in the back seat. There's like that, but it's hooked up to Mateo's comms, so you guys can see the stream of messages coming in.
Dude, at that message, I would look over and be like, first off, you better fucking lie to your teeth. Second off, girls don't message people like that unless they're still interested. I think you should just tell her
Play
you miss
into
it.
it.
Be honest
Play
about
into
it.
it.
See if she'll meet up.
Should I tell her that we were the security crew?
No.
Tell her she's going to know.
Tell him you've met him a time or two.
So before this even happened with her last week, she was tracking me enough to know that I was going to therapy with Lucy.
Indeed.
She's been tailing me for a minute apparently.
Well, you did go to you did go to therapy after Hilaria while you were healing. Remember?
That is true. Okay, that's a good point.
Oh, she might know you're with us.
So did she flag that I was alive at Hilaria? Oh fuck. I guess I texted Leon and then went to therapy after, so maybe that was her first head off. Oh god damn it. I think Matheo will try to lean into it a bit, like, you're having me followed, and then like the little smiley face that just like the sideways eyes, like in the half smile.
Smirk.
Little winky face.
You just get like one that just says maybe with a kissy face.
Oh god.
Oh, wow.
Tell her you want to
Hey,
be a bozo. Shit.
Quick follow-up question. I assume based on these text messages, you probably had handcuffs at some point. Are they still in the car? We might need them.
Yes. Oh fuck. I want to tell her that we were the crew because I feel like she's gonna find out anyway. But if y'all seem pretty against that, so I'll keep that in.
I think that question is just to set you up. She already knows.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I'm thinking.
I have a secondary question to this actually, because we didn't mess with any of their people. Like, we actively
No,
chose
yeah.
to abstain.
No,
They fought
we
with
did-
us against the Nozos.
We did throw grenades at them. We stun grenade and
Oh.
and gas grenaded them.
Not
Yeah,
lethal.
but you. Those
That's
are the
foreplay.
noses.
No, we did the
Are we-
regular ones too. When they
Oh, you
started
did,
throwing
that's
fire, when they started throwing
We
fire
did
at a
hit one
barricade,
group of the
we were
regular
like,
ones.
no.
But
Oh, that's
you know
right.
what?
You did,
They're also
yeah.
crazy. They were probably fine and about it. You know what? I'm gonna retract my earlier statement and say I don't care if you tell her.
I'll say we were hired to we were hired to take care of the Nozos that have been quite a pain in your ass, I imagine.
It's gonna be like Nozos.
Matheo will say
She's gonna say like we call them. She's gonna be like we call them the dirty bozos, but that's fucking hilarious. I'm telling everybody that.
dirty bozos.
So you've canonically changed their names to the Nozos now.
I love that. Yes, a few businesses were worried they were going to cause a lot of shit, and apparently they were right. They don't, y'all helped us kick their ass, actually, so I assume you're not on good terms either. Any idea
No.
what's scrambling their eggs?
Who knows with those assholes? They've been going around giving us a bad name for the last few weeks now. Can't stand those fucking guys. It's like I'm a bozo, but these guys are bozos.
Shame on me. Ask her if she knows, what was the name of the person that the shopkeeper told Dallas about that, like, organizes Hilaria?
The
His name's
bozo?
Big Top.
Big
Big Top.
Top. Big Top's the new guy in town. This part of a smaller sect, right?
Well, we know they're the new crop that popped up. My assumption, I might have pieced things together in my brain that we didn't actually discuss. I assumed that he was probably behind some of this when he talked about him, but I could also be wrong, and you don't have to reveal that. That's just for some reason what my headcanon decided.
But so
Anyway.
hold on. We were told about two people, right? One that like organizes Hilaria, that's part of the big group, and one that's new. It's part of a smaller group. And the new one was Big Top. Is that right?
Yeah, the new one's Big Top. He's the one that organized Hilaria.
Oh, okay. So I was confused about there being two. Ask her
The
if you know.
other bozos, the OG bozos, are led by a mysterious figure known as the Great Bozo.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Okay. So, and I think, ask her. Well, this isn't gonna be helpful. Ask her if she knows the Great Bozo. Dallas's unhelpful suggestion. Because you just up and ask her, it's gonna be weird.
Say, what was the last thing she said? Fine. Scroll through my message.
She told you she didn't know anything about the Nozos. So maybe she can get us into someone that might.
We're
Well,
tailing.
she doesn't know their motives.
I'll say, we're working a case. We're working a different case that we believe the Nozos are tied into. Was hoping to find some more intel. I was
man.
choosing
Just
my
send her a
words
DTF.
carefully.
Just send her a DTF.
No.
Give me that stupid
Clown emoji,
column.
peach.
Eggplant, clown.
I feel like you'll take my phone from me and start punching this in, and I've like scrambled to get it back. Sparkle Press location. Oh, that's a very good point.
Oh. Can either of us track, can Bakanuka or Dallas, try to trace this number to get a location? That was a great one, Brandon.
Or the IP address. I don't know if it works the same with the data pools, but
I guess theoretically the internet doesn't exist. All net architectures are
But
isolated.
they-
what about
The internet didn't exist in like the 90s, but they could trace calls, you know?
The internet
I
is
imagine a
different.
device has some sort of tracking thing like an IP address. What the hell is that?
Fuck. Is this
Oh,
Matheo
gee.
sending the DTF message?
Now watch me fold this into a sword. Wow.
I would make you guys do some rolls to try to track the phone number, but it's just a burner.
Okay.
The bozos don't really do agents a lot of the time, and if they do, they don't keep them for very long.
Oh.
Just ask her if she
Interesting.
wants to meet up there, Maddie.
That's what I'm
Gotta
saying.
take one for the team.
But where? I
have a
don't
phrase
want to
that it's
necessarily
like
bring her to our place.
No, ask her where she's at and tell her that you feel like it's better if you talk
Me
in
and
person.
4 of my closest friends want to stop by.
Ubik,
She
do
might
you
be
feel
down
like
for
the
it, I'm just
res- Do you feel like the res is a safe place to do this sort of thing?
If it's her alone, yes. And we're not gonna group up on her. We'll already be patrons at the bar, kind of thing.
Yeah, I like that. I'll say, why don't we meet up for a drink and catch up? My treat.
She kind of giggles a little bit, and she says, "Time and place, baby."
The res tonight. Let's say 8.
She sends you a bunch of excited face emojis, and then a bunch of heart emojis, and then she says, "I'll be there," and then she sends you a picture of her in her underwear.
Save my eyes only. Okay.
You gotta send one back now, House. Don't be that way, bud.
I have some saved. I actually
Have some
sent her a
saved.
picture. I sent her a picture of like, because I imagine like before Matteo got his arm like reattached, she took an image for posterity, and I sent her a picture of that.
I'm glad you
This
said that
seems to
because
be-
I thought I was weird for taking pictures of like dislocated fingers and stuff before I got them fixed.
No, I always do that too.
Yeah, you gotta show like, hey, I fucked my arm up. Look,
All right, if that's the case.
this
Don't
fucking balloon
find
keeps
yourself at the
inflating in my
red.
peripheral vision. My peripheral vision.
I love this.
Man,
GIF.
I never thought I would add the words tasteful nude to our session notes, but here we are.
Oh, it was anything but tasteful, man.
I'm about to say if his arm's missing, it's like a post-hospital picture where he doesn't even have the bandages around it yet.
I think he meant hers.
Like,
Yeah,
like,
definitely
like
not
the
hers.
like the pose and
Oh,
lighting is
okay.
all right, but like she's on a dirty mattress without a sheet, and the mattress is on the floor.
Oh no.
Old times.
Okay, I'll remove tasteful. You've twisted my arm.
Hasn't washed her hair in 2 weeks.
Stop.
Yeah.
Dallas would like to sit next to Ubik. Friendly reminder to drag your tokens down to the screen.
I
Oh,
can't
yes,
do
thank you.
that.
Why not?
I got you.
Oh, let's see. Well, he don't have one.
Oh.
Well, when I pull up the journal, I can see all of y'all's. Mine's not in there for me to see.
Same, actually.
I could see yours, Matteo.
Yeah, like I can see everybody but Ubik.
Yeah. Dallas is gonna sit. Do we need to disguise ourselves? Do y'all think it's worth doing before she gets here?
She saw us there. She's been tailing us for a time. She might already know what you look like.
I mean, if we're at the bar and our back is turned and we're not together, like I could be in my business booth.
Yeah, that was sort of
But
my
they-
thought. Was I wanted to sit next to you and act like we were doing biz. Since we can talk on comms, Dallas will sit at the other end of the booth, and he'll pull his hat down so his goggles cover his eyes and put his riding mask on. He's gonna pretend to
Is
be
this the-
absorbed in his deck, his cyber deck.
Is this the main entrance? Because if so, Matteo will try to pop up in this booth over here.
Yeah, main entrance is at the bottom right. Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like character-wise, I would actually be doing some side business and use this as an opportunity to get more stuff done. So maybe a NPC across wouldn't be unreasonable.
Character-wise, unless she shows up with an entire posse, I am very disinterested in this, except for the entertainment factor. So I'll look
An
over. I'll
insane
look over.
clown posse.
I look over at Bach and Echo, and I'm like, so if I bought you a White Russian, is that like, I don't know, you gonna take offense to that? I don't know. I assumed you like milk.
Hey, free liquor is free liquor.
Right? I'll order a White Russian for her, and I don't want any part of that. I'm gonna order a whiskey, and then I'm just gonna turn around, not even trying to hide it, and just like cross my legs on the stool, lean up against the bar, and just stare in that direction.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
God.
humorously lap up this white Russian like a cat, just to spite you.
I'll look back over and be like, exactly how I pictured it. Pause.
I'll ping Ubik on comms, not speaking to him in person here, but just say, if you could keep an eye on the back door, as well as the other doors, I would appreciate it. And no, I'm not referring to her back door. I heard that giggle.
Yeah, I heard you had that covered.
I mean, you'll see it. It's a nice back door, but I just don't want to get Sopranos, if you know what I mean. So just keep your
Right.
eyes.
So, like, this isn't Ubik's bar, so I imagine that any bar in Night City would have some sort of security. Not that they would be sufficient in taking down a posse of bozos, but, like, I don't think we're just sitting ducks here.
A public third-party places should be safe.
But we're
Man,
all ready
assume-
to go, needed.
Yeah, but I'm assuming that. Yeah, that the res would be kind of a safe zone for Ubik anyway.
Oh God. Matteo is drinking way more than normal, and he'll have a chilled drink, whatever he knows she would like, on the table waiting for her. But you, that was because you're
Has
closest.
it-
You probably
has
just
it been
seen sweat
Ruby?
and bullets. You know.
Do we have? I was wondering if we have our if Crave has those chemicals. But just also to poke fun at Mateo, I think Dallas will look over at him and be like, "You better slow down there, Mateo. Your cock won't work right otherwise."
Spicy.
You don't get whiskey dick on gin. Throws it back like smacks over.
I'm sure Crave could pass him some Viagra or some shit.
It's called Veritas, but you know, similar effects and all that.
I still have some. My arm is still stiff from that stim he gave me last week, so you know I know he's got the good shit. God.
All right, Brandon
man.
does the res have a bell on the door? Like when you open it up?
I wouldn't think being like a nightclub that you would even hear it.
Obvious question.
Well, when the door opens this time, you hear it. You hear a jingle.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, is this why they
Yeah.
call her Twinkle Tits?
One jingle?
Because Naomi walks in.
Alone?
Yeah, she walks in alone. She
Calm
walks
down, Green
in.
Day.
Her shoes squeak.
No.
Her tits jingle like there's bells in her bra. And she walks in and scans the bar with a serious face.
Christ, what have I gotten myself into?
Matteo hears Dallas snickering on the comms.
I would ping Matteo, just act natural, don't worry about the mission. Just
Wave at
do what you
dumbass.
do.
Okay, she
Wait, what is the mission?
she looks around at the faces of the bar and doesn't seem to find what she's looking for. And kind of saunters over to the bar over here.
My hood's up, and I'll turn kind of towards Crave so she can't see me, just in case.
I imagine I would have given the bartender a heads up, seeing as how this could have resulted in a Bozo massacre. So, like, I don't know if the bartender, if she was looking for Matteo, would point out Matteo to her.
Oh God.
Don't forget
How
Crave,
bad
safe
do I
word
wanna
is
be?
Jenga.
That's not our safe word at all.
Oh God. Oh man. I'm gonna look over at her and I'm gonna say, "Oh, hey there, Squeaky. What you drinking?"
She like very quickly turns to you and jingles as she does so. And she tells you that
She
God, I
breaks
gotta
the
think of what-
jingly.
God,
I'm trying
I'll
to
pause
think
for
of
a
what she
second. I'm
would
like,
order.
you got a bunch of keys in your pockets, or
Just antagonizing her.
She says something like that, sugar, and she kind of jostles her tits a little bit.
oh
God.
man.
And then the bartender and orders a vodka Red Bull or whatever the Cyberpunk equivalent would be.
Oh, that's actually a good
It's
pull.
still vodka Red Bull.
Exactly what I
Timeless.
imagined.
See, I figured she'd order like a trash can.
Oh yeah.
It's got Red Bull in it.
Yeah,
I would look at her
exactly.
for a second. Oh wait, Matteo. Okay, you know she's coming. I would look at her for a second and I would say, "Whoa, wait a second. Is your name Naomi?"
She'll kind of give you a sideways glance. And she'll say, "Nobody's called me Naomi in 5 years now."
Oh, that's so weird. I have an acquaintance named Matteo who has talked about you.
She'll
so
kind of
much.
perk up a little bit. She's
You
like,
motherfucker.
she's like, Muffin's here.
Muffin.
She'll
Oh,
kinda,
I'm gonna.
She'll kind of spin around a little bit.
Yeah, and I'll spin around in my stool very slowly with a huge grin on my face.
You see Matteo has been like trying to nonchalantly like pretend he wasn't looking but has very clearly been. Oh,
Like,
God.
oh yeah, there he is. I don't know if he was expecting you, but I bet he'll be glad to see you.
And craves very generous and helpful guidance. Naomi walks over to you, Matteo. And gives you a very big, almost painful hug.
Like cyber geared, like
Oh yeah,
ripped.
Like-
Oh yeah.
your back cracks a little bit.
Like ow, careful. The arm
I kind of want to
recently
make you roll
attached.
something for that, but I'm not going to.
Resist drugs and hugs.
Ooh. Hold on. Give me endurance.
Endurance. Oh boy.
Give me an endurance check.
What is that under?
It's in willpower.
Willpower.
Mateo's willpower is a 0. He is
a
getting clown raped tonight.
12.
12 meets. Your stitches hold.
Oh bless. God. It is good to see you. Long time. I've got you a drink. God, why am I so nervous? Like this is the power of,
She'll get-
of
We're
RPG.
putting you through it, yeah.
She'll get
Now you know what you put us through, you mother.
she'll get really excited. that you contacted her.
Didn't she contact him?
Yeah,
Well, I was
exactly.
looking for her.
And yeah, like, you know. And then at the same time, she'd stop and be like, and then get mad again and be like, "Oh yeah, why the fuck were you looking for me?"
I thought
Asking
you were
around about me, talking to that magic shop guy, like he wasn't gonna call me.
Oh, you were drunk and horny.
I mean, two things
Well,
two things can be true.
I saw you that night at Hilaria, and I had forgotten how beautiful you were. I was captivated, re-enchanted, if you will. I was hoping we might be able to pick up where we left off, no? Well, maybe about 24 hours before we left off, but...
Well, Matteo, business then pleasure. You said you guys knew the security team that was at the Hilaria? The one that took down those nozos, as you call them?
I was fuck. What is the term for, like, I know we're edgerunners, but is there like a term for like a group of edgerunners?
It's just a crew of it. Yeah, it's just a
crew.
crew.
My crew, that was me and my crew, yes.
Might have some higher ups that might want to talk to you guys.
This would happen to be the infamous Great Bozo, no?
Nobody talks to the Great Bozo. Nobody sees him.
It's supposed to be a big top, yeah?
Kind of stop for a second and kind of look at you, kind of weird. She's like, "What do you know about Big Top?"
What do you know about Leon?
She'll kind of smirk at you a little bit. And be like,
Is he a-
"Only that you and your buddy were a little more similar than you thought."
Me and my buddy were a little more similar than I thought.
I think she's talking about penis size.
That
Yeah.
can mean a myriad of things and nothing good comes to mind.
You patches can't keep your fucking dicks dry for 5 fucking minutes.
I like this.
Of course
So
you do.
I do
Watching
want
Matheo squirm.
Squirm, yeah. I do. Can Dallas tell from his distance? He wants to get a bead. Does he think she is genuinely off her fucking rocker, like psycho AF?
Human perception.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Can I make that as well?
Oh yeah.
16.
Less.
16.
It's probably better than my buddy yet.
My human perception is not great, unfortunately. So I'll make +7.
Oh, shit.
She doesn't seem to be in the. For the 16, you can see that she's not in the full throes of Cyber Psycho. Like, she still has some degree of lucidity. But
Playing jump rope with that line.
yeah, she's definitely very borderline.
Okay.
I only got a 12, so imagine I don't even pick up that much.
Yeah, she's definitely crazier.
Yeah,
Definitely
that's
crazier. and Still scared. All right. Playing double dutch with the line now.
She'll go on to say that, you know, she gave you a little bit of a courtesy since y'all were young loves and all that bullshit. But Leon didn't really have that kind of she didn't really have that kind of attachment to Leon.
Is he missing any of his attachments?
Nah, he's all in the same piece.
That piece doesn't sound like it's going to be operational, though, yeah?
Well, I mean, it depends on how long he can hold his breath, I guess. But even then, 3 days is kind of long.
Oh god, I love it and I hate it at the same time.
Anywho, you guys have been asking around a lot about the Nozos. It's getting a little suspicious.
We're trying to get to the bottom of the... We think they're connected to another case we're working. They seem to be problematic at best. And if I can...
Tell her you were worried about her since she was affiliated with him. You were.
Oh, that's
afraid
pretty smooth.
for her.
Two things can be
What-
true.
when I found out that you were running with the Bozos, I was worried that they might have gotten to you. They might have gotten to Leon. I'm almost relieved to find out that you killed him. Especially if he went around after... Doesn't seem like he waited too long after I was gone to double dip. Well,
How long at all, sweetie?
Sloppy seconds.
Alright, she'll say that a lot of the crew that she works with, they've been kind of sick of the Nozo presence, and Hilaria during Hilaria they kind of played their hand a little bit. They kind of exposed that they've been running through the sewers. And the general OG bozos, they're not about it. They saw that you guys can carry yourselves, and they want to know if you guys want to go Nozo hunting.
let's declare it
Nozo
open season. Yeah. No, we could certainly do that. You know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. What intel do you have on?
Well, she'll tell you that you guys already know at least know about Big Top. But Big Top's the one that's been kicking it off. But Big Top went rogue a couple months ago. He was originally part of the original circus with the Great Bozo. But he ended up snapping in a way that was a little much even for a Bozo. And then he disappeared into the sewers a little while ago, taking a good chunk of the higher Bozo rings with him.
In a text
Ego.
message, Dallas wants to say, what's the chance that this Big Top has one of them Ziggurat chips in his head? Just a little ding on everyone's little screen there while you're talking.
Oh, yeah. But Matheo will say, Big Top went rogue, eh? Interesting.
I mean, if she's gonna take us to people that want to help us, I think maybe you should.
Yeah.
You might consider going with her. Or, well, I guess she wants all of us to go with her. Ask her
we can,
where they want to meet.
what can we discuss more? I'll get my crew together and we'll stop it.
She'll give you some coordinates to a back alleyway in South Night City, which is the combat zone that you guys live in.
Good, close to home. Tell me this. You said that he snapped Big Top. Do you mean he went cyber psycho?
Totally.
And
Cyber 2 the Psycho. Which is even
I've,
bad because he's a Ripper Doc too.
Big Top
He's been doing he's
the one.
been doing experiments on himself, and then when he ran out of room, he started doing experiments on everybody else.
He's the one making.
Interesting.
those.
I must admit, when we lost contact, I thought that you might have done the same. I've been struggling with some bit of that myself lately. Then again, you've been tailing me to therapy, so I guess you already know that. How are you holding up?
I always knew you were a normie, Matheo. Going to therapy.
Just buying myself more time, let's say.
You broke my heart. What do you expect?
You're right. Naomi will reveal to you that after you guys broke up and then she immediately rebounded with Leon, they got really into Black Lace and fell deeply into drug addiction. Naomi will tell you that she would probably still be selling herself on the street if it wasn't for the Bozos. They kind of saved her from a life on the street, so she owes them eternally.
It is an unexpected pivot. I won't lie that I was more than a little surprised to see you your new look.
Well, this was always me, sweetie.
Just brought it to
Between
the
you and
surface,
every other guy, I'm the biggest clown there is.
That's some connotations that I don't know. Oh Jesus! I have the
Yeah.
retractable wrist thing. She has a retractable something else.
Le fuck boy.
Well, I'll make
Yeah,
it up
she'll-
to you for...
She said you better make it fucking up to me. And you can't. You can make it. You can help make it up to me by helping me storm these Nozo tunnels.
By all means.
That's what she said.
Yeah, right. She's like, she's working a little bit off books. She doesn't have Bozo support on this. It's kind of a way for her to prove herself a little bit. She decided to go all in, and she's going on an assassination run on Big Top.
Interesting. Does Matteo recall what her role was? Like,
He said she's
Or,
an enforcer. I wonder if she's a solo.
Yeah, she's a solo.
I think she was. Yeah, I was about to say she was leaning that way when we were together.
So does she walk in like weaponed up, baseball bats, pistols? Like is she on gear?
Nah, she came unarmed. Well, seemingly unarmed.
Just her
Uh,
Her
tits.
tits blow up or something.
Maybe.
She has nipple piercings, but they're really grenade pins. Like,
Oh, yeah.
interesting. Oh god, I'm trying to decide what else I can. I almost said milk from the situation.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Tell her,
Yeah.
tell her you need
Honk,
some
honk.
time to confer with your crew. I have a little experience in this kind of thing. We may need to make multiple trips. Caution her a proper approach may take time.
We it may take a little bit of time to get our front together. When would you like to meet and where?
Alright, she'll give you the coordinates to the particular manhole cover that will connect to the sewer system that Big Top is operating out of. And really, she'll just say, like, supply out best you can, meet me as soon as you can.
What do you do?
And
So
she
long.
said, don't leave me. She said, don't leave me waiting. I tend to take things apart when I start waiting. When I start waiting too long.
Matteo rubs like an old scar. It's like, no, I remember.
You really know how to pick them.
Okay.
Dallas orders
kind of-
2 more drinks and has them sent to their table, like as the conversation's ending, so that 2 drinks arrive. Just to be a shit to
Oh, God.
Matteo.
If you come up and start to order, I'm like, she likes vodka Red Bulls. I think it gets them amped up.
Perfect.
And I had one for her, so she's had 3.
Yeah. Go 2 vodka Red Bulls. That couple over there in the corner.
The sound of the jingling doubles in tempo.
It really does. She starts, like, skipping around a little bit.
Dallas might even bring them
what?
over there to the table. Totally stone face. No shit eating grin, just the stone face. Like sets them down, walks away.
Naomi, like, takes hers and Mateo's drink and downs them in like one go. And she says, "Don't keep me waiting." And then she immediately goes and gets into a car.